I was so stupidly emotional over it. Like, I was literally in tears. I couldn't even think about it because if I thought about it, then I would start crying. I was a mess. Hey guys, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am in my room to kind of like kickstart everything, make fall-ish videos. I came up with this video idea to share some of my favorite TV shows with you guys, some of my favorite binge-worthy TV shows. To me, there is nothing more perfect than a crisp autumn day and you're watching a really good TV show. So if you guys are interested, please keep watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's just get right into the video. Doing my makeup so I can go to TJ Maxx. Literally, it's 4 p.m. It's actually 3:34, but I'm excited. I haven't done like a get ready with me in a while, so I already did my moisturizer and SPF this morning, and my face is a little oily, but whatever, we're just gonna go with it. I don't even think I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna get into my usual priming, and then we're gonna get into the TV shows so I can hurry this process along. There's so much underneath my desk right now. I went from having one singular bag to now having 3 duffel bags. Doing my usual prime, my e.l.f. Putty Primer. I like to set my eyes with concealer when I am not wearing any eyeshadow, so we're using Rare Beauty for that. I am obsessed with Rare Beauty. Like, Selena's makeup line is no joke. Like, I really love this makeup brand. I love everything that it stands for. I love Selena. Like, I've always been a huge fan of hers. Her products are actually good. I've always just been very impressed by her makeup brand. Do you guys like my new makeup brush holder? So this was actually a candle that I bought at Target like about a year or so ago. It smelled really good. I finally burned all of it, and I decided to take the leftover wax out and save it and just put my makeup brushes in them, and I love it. It's just like, it's nice and small now, so it takes up less room on my desk. I'm a Leo, so I needed to showcase it somewhere. I also desperately need to wash my brushes, including my makeup sponges, so we'll just ignore that. And while I do this, I'm finally gonna go into the TV shows. I have a full list on my phone over here. The truth is, I am not good at binge watching TV. I am very bad when it comes to sitting down watching TV. I have my phone now, so I just do everything on my phone. So sad, I know. I'm that person. Because if I'm being honest, like when I do watch TV, it's mostly just the Kardashians and SpongeBob. Like, I don't watch TV, you know? Or Chris Lee Knows Best. I usually have it on the E! Network.
Hi everybody, my name is Stacy. My hobbies include cuticle care and the E! Network.
So the first one on the list is Gilmore Girls, and if you guys know me at all, then you know how much I love Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is one of my favorite shows. I have honestly loved Gilmore Girls since I was really little. It was a show my mom watched on TV like when it was airing. It's not like I really paid attention to the plot or anything, it's just something that I enjoyed watching like when she was watching. I was hooked from the beginning. Like the very first episode, I was obsessed. Lorelai Gilmore is my spirit animal. She's my favorite character. Rory, on the other hand, I have some thoughts. But I love Lorelai, I love Emily. Rory from season 1 to 3 is perfect, but yeah. Gilmore Girls has just been one of my all-time favorite shows. Since we are going into the fall time, it's the perfect show to watch during the fall. And I mean that sincerely. Like, it's just such a good show, and it's, I don't know, it brings like such comfort vibes. There really isn't anything better than just like sitting down and watching Gilmore Girls, at least for me. I'm rewatching it for like the millionth time on Netflix right now. I watch it on Netflix, and as soon as I finish the last episode, I'll go into like the little Netflix thing that they did a few years back, and then I'll rewatch the show again. And it's just like my favorite comfort show. Does anyone else have such a hard time doing their makeup and talking at the same time? Same thing like when I'm driving. Like, I can't drive and talk at the same time or else I get like all flustered. Anyways, highly recommend. It's so good. It's a perfect mother-daughter show. Also, I'm a Jess girl. Come at me. Going into concealer now, using again my Rare Beauty because I'm obsessed with this. I'm not gonna lie, like when Selena Gomez announced a makeup brand, like she was the last person I would ever expect to do one. She's so good at it. Like, it's perfect for her, honestly. Speaking of celebrity makeup lines, Are y'all ready for Rem Beauty? Because I am, but my wallet is not. I need to know all the thoughts. Let me know what you think. Okay, so transitioning from Gilmore Girls, the next show on my list is This Is Us. This Is Us is one of those shows that everyone was obsessed with it. First 2 seasons I binge watched, and then the 3rd season I watched on TV. Now, again, I get very behind when I'm watching live TV and catching up on shows. I decided to catch up on This Is Us because I watched part of season 3 on TV, and then I got behind on a couple episodes and haven't watched it since. They're filming the last season now, so this is the perfect time. I finished it last night and I'm shook by the season 5 finale. Like, I was not expecting it. If you know, you know. This Is Us is such a good TV show. It is very tear-jerking, like you need your tissues when you watch it because it's just like emotional. Cast is perfect. The writing is perfect. It's just a perfect TV show. I think the writing is really what people love about it. It's just like such a beautiful TV show. It focuses on everything from like childhood to the future and like just like their entire lives, and I love it. And also Milo Ventimiglia, I think that's his last name, I'm not too sure, is also in it. And again, Jess Mariano is Jack Pearson. I love him. Going into the next show, which is kind of what inspired me to do this video. Hold on, I need to put my liquid blush on first. This next show that I'm talking about, if you follow me on Twitter, you already know what I'm about to say. Manifest. Guys, that show is so good. I don't have any words for how much of a good show it is. I did not expect to be as obsessed with it as I was. It was perfect. Completely obsessed with it. This is completely uneven. Wow. Oh my god, that's so bad. And whatever. You guys may have been hearing about Manifest in the news. Not like in the news, but like, you know, if you pay attention to entertainment stuff, then you definitely heard about it because it actually got canceled. I think it was on ABC or NBC, one of those. Oh my god, I forgot I forgot a major exciting makeup step, again having to do with Rare Beauty. It got canceled and a lot of people were upset about it, rightfully so, because it's such a good show. When it was on TV, it was always a show that I wanted to eventually get to, and just like in general, like I always heard good things about Manifest. I finally decided during my week off to binge watch it. It recently got picked up by Netflix for a 4th and final season, which I'm really excited about because I watched it when it wasn't even confirmed if it was coming back or not, because again, it literally got canceled. Their fan base is so big, I guess. It left off on such a big cliffhanger, and I was like, we need to know what happens next. We need to know. Manifest is so good. It is so good. Oh my god. But now every single time I see the numbers 828, I just think of Manifest. So it is a very great show. I highly recommend. I love Manifest. The next show that I have on my list is a show that I have been watching for probably only a year or so now. Well, only a year. It took me about a year to get through the entire series, okay? And this next show is Shameless. Shameless is a show that I saw a lot of my friends talking about. It's like their favorite shows. I genuinely did enjoy the show. My thing is, it's very heavy, if that makes sense. It's really funny. Like Frank Gallagher, he was my favorite, and Fiona of course, but Frank Gallagher, so f***ing funny. They talk a lot about like drugs and alcohol, lots of going on, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not like a light-hearted happy show. There's a lot of heavy shit that goes on in it. I just love it because at the end of the day they still had each other and they still had family. Once I finished the series finale, I was conflicted on the ending. I don't know if I love it or not. My stepdad is currently watching it right now and I keep asking him to finish it so that he can just let me know what he thinks about the ending. So if you watch Shameless, let me know what you thought about the ending because I still have some thoughts. It's still a really beautiful show. I love it. It's honestly one of my favorites. The next show on my list is probably #1 on the list, if I'm being honest. And if y'all know me, then you already know that Grey's Anatomy has to be on this list. So here's the thing about Grey's. I love Grey's. If you know me, you absolutely know that. Like, I love Grey's Anatomy. I'm too emotionally attached to those characters that I can't stop watching it. I've put a lot of time into watching that show. I can't not watch it. I have to watch it. Even if I'm behind like a whole season, which I currently am. Like, I'm catching up on season 17 right now. It should have ended a long time ago. Still in love with Alex Karev, Mark Sloan, George O'Malley. One of my favorite characters is coming back next season. Oh my god, guys, Addison was my favorite female character on Grey's, and she's actually coming back. I'm so excited. I love it when my favorite characters come back. It just like makes me happy. Grey's Anatomy is very emotional. Just like This Is Us, you're gonna have to have your tissues, because just like me and others, you get very attached to these characters, and a lot of stuff happens in this show. 17 seasons worth, or basically 18 now. A lot of happens. When it comes to like actual seasons and when they stop being good, I get quite bored after season 11. Season 12 and on, a little They introduced a lot of new characters, and for that, it's not my favorite thing. I don't like how every couple of years they keep introducing new interns. I know that's kind of the point, because that's how the main characters entered, but that's not my thing. But again, I will watch. I still think it's a good show to watch though. Like, I think that Grey's is just a show that everyone should watch, even though I don't agree with the way that Alex Karev. I literally put liquid illuminizer over powder. Like, what is wrong with me? Maybe it's a good thing that this is going off in a couple hours, because something tells me that this isn't gonna look good in a couple hours. Next show on the list, one of my all-time favorite shows. The show You. Not to be that bitch that's like, oh my god, I watched it before everyone else watched it, and I was obsessed with it before you did, haha. But like, I watched it before everyone else did, and I became obsessed with it before everyone else did, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little salty when everyone was suddenly obsessed over it, but when I posted it, no one was like, okay, whatever. The show You, starring Penn Badgley, and Shay Mitchell. Shay Mitchell is also in it. I watched it when it was on Lifetime. It premiered the fall of 2018, and the only reason why I know this is because that's when I went to college. I am no longer in college, because college dropout here. And it was playing on Lifetime, and her and I were really into it. Like, we, you know, got excited because it did get picked up for another season, and I thought season 2 was gonna be on Lifetime, but Netflix picked it up, which totally fine. You know, Netflix doing what Netflix does best, because Manifest season 4 is going to be on Netflix. But anyways, it got over to Netflix, and just as any other show does, when it's brand new to Netflix, everyone watched it and everyone became obsessed with it. That's what happens when no one watches cable anymore. It's the perfect suspense show. I love Penn Badgley. I loved him in Gossip Girl. I've always liked his work, and to be honest, he plays the perfect serial killer, and I've always loved him, so you know what, I'll take it. Season 2, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really as into it. I definitely prefer season 1. Oh my god, my camera's dying. No! Season 3 comes out next month, and I'm really excited about it. So the next show on my list, or the next couple shows, are definitely a little more lighthearted. These next 2 shows that I'm gonna say are pretty controversial. A lot of people like to hate on these shows. I don't get it. Y'all are gonna have to suck it up. If you haven't watched them, you should watch them. They're really good, I promise. But the next show that I'm gonna talk about is The Office. I love The Office. The Office is one of my favorite TV shows that I have ever seen. It is so funny. I love Steve Carell, fellow Massachusetts local. Native, maybe, I don't know. Michael Scott and Dwight, I don't know how people don't like them. I guess if you're not into like the dark humor, then it won't really work for you. But it's so funny. It's just like perfectly awkward when they just stare into the camera. Like, that's what I do at work when I'm like dealing with customers. I have a customer literally like screaming at me over something that I can't control. What I usually do is I'll just like look off and be like, it's perfect. It's so funny. I just think Steve Carell is hilarious. I'm actually a very big fan of his. Y'all can judge me all you want. And it's a show that like my family and I will just like put on. Last year for Christmas, I actually got my dad like a little cheesy gift. It was like a little keychain. His favorite character is Dwight, so it has like a lot of like Dwight phrases on the keychain, and you press a button and it's just him saying like his random nonsense. I love The Office. Oh my god, why can't I open this? Guys, I'm finally getting my acrylics off next week. This might not work. No, there we go. My nails keep falling off now. Like, my pinky, it's like lifting and it hurts like a bitch. Not looking cute. So as I put my blush on, one of my all-time favorites is Friends. I absolutely love Friends. The casting is just so perfect. I'm a fan of all of them. I love Friends. It's just one of the best TV shows. A lot of people say that it's not funny. I think it is. I guess we just have different humor, because people say that The Office isn't funny either, but I think it's hilarious. So, you know what? People have different styles of humor, and that's okay. We don't have to like the same things. With that being said, Friends is so funny. I also really loved the little reunion special that they did for HBO Max. I thought that it was really cute. I love watching like behind the scenes stuff with like the actors and everything. The next show I am talking about is one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Jane the Virgin. So good. Really loved this show. It was the perfect amount of comedy and drama. Justin Baldoni, I love him. I think Justin Baldoni is like a great guy, like literally, like he's one of my favorite people in Hollywood because he always uses his voice for good and he always does like such amazing things. He's just like very emotional and very like intelligent. I just love him. Team Raphael, by the way. But Jane the Virgin has always been one of my favorite TV shows. It's addicting. It's so funny. I remember watching the series premiere for the first time. My mom originally wanted to watch it and I was like, whatever, it looks kind of dumb. I was dying laughing. Like, it's so funny and it's just a great show. It's always going to be top 3 for me. My last show that I have on this list, we're getting a little bit back into like the drama. My all-time favorite TV show is One Tree Hill. I had to do it. So One Tree Hill is available on Hulu now. That's where you can watch it. I absolutely love One Tree Hill. It is my favorite TV show. There's just something about it that I can't get enough of. It's just like, it's the perfect character evolution and just like, you know, the way that it ends. It has such a good ending. Peyton Sawyer is like literally me. She's the character that I've always related to the most, which is why I've always loved her. I know a lot of people hate her, but like Peyton and Haley probably. I love Brooke, but those two are probably like my mains. It ends in such a beautiful way. Personally, I do prefer the high school seasons over the adult seasons because there was like a time gap in it. The way that they transition into their adulthood is honestly so perfect. It's just such a beautiful show. The very first time that I watched the series finale of One Tree Hill, I literally could not stop crying. I was so stupidly emotional over it. Like, I was literally in tears. I could not stop. I was a mess. I couldn't even think about it because if I thought about it, then I would start crying. Before I continue on with my makeup, that was the last of my favorite binge-worthy TV shows. Lipstick choice of the day. We're gonna do the shade Absolutely from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I'm gonna top it with Fenty Beauty Gloss. This is in the shade Fussy, which I bought it because of Megan Mace because she always raved about how much she loves it. I found out just recently that this is the lip gloss that Ariana used when she was performing makeup on tour, and she would like throw it out in the crowd. As far as TV talk goes, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed my list. If you have any other TV shows, list them down below. And also, if you've watched any of these shows, let me know what you think of them. I'd love to talk about them with you. I really love TV when I actually watch it. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe. I will see you all in my next one.